Hi everybody, how are you doing? Magkape muna tayo. It's great to have you today, January 11th. And, napaka-special ng araw na ito sa akin. Unang-una, dahil syempre ito yung araw, ito yung date ng anniversary ng aking mga magulang. But also, ito yung araw na inatake sa puso yung aking ama. And hindi ko yun malilimutan. And today, gusto ko lang makipagkwentuhan sa inyo. This is just a, regular vlog. And, I just wanted to share some thoughts and some things that I've learned from my reflection tungkol sa aking ama. And I hope that it will add value to your life, and it will add value to your own journey. And hopefully, meron kayong mapulot na aral sa aking mga ikukwento ngayon. And when I remember this day, itong date na ito, laging parang nagre-replay sa isipan ko yung nangyari. And, just to cut the long story short, he was about to fulfill his last mission because alam niyo yung nanay at tatay ko, they were engaged, very actively engaged in serving the poor in our village, and lalo na yung mga kabataan, no, and that day he was supposed to deliver yung bigas sa isang eskwelahan para sa mga malnourished na kabataan na kailangan ng konting tulong para, alam niyo yun, makapag-aral ng maayos. Mahirap mag-aral pag wala laman ng tiyan. So it's just one way for them to do it, and just on his way para i-deliver yung goods, dun siya inatake sa puso. And he was actually with my nephew at that time, and I was in the house. I got the phone call from my nephew na yun nga, inaatake na ang tatay ko, and I went to him as fast as I could. And you know what truly amazed me, kahit na inatake na siya, he was actually able to deliver the goods. I mean, wow. For me, isa yan sa napakalaking, testimony ng kanyang determination when it comes to fulfilling his mission and, doing what you are supposed to do, regardless of, gagawin mo yun. And that's my father. And that's one thing that, I try to learn even now. And it's not easy. It's really not easy because it takes a lot. It takes a lot para gawin yung mga ganung bagay, and it really is not easy. And not only that, when it comes to yung sarili mong discomfort, many times I think about, what I'm doing for other people, and when I feel uncomfortable, parang naririndi na ako sa aking pagiging hindi komportable. Nagrereklamo na ako, and I'm tempted to give up. And then when I remember my father, I don't have the right. I don't have the right to give up. I mean, he's an amazing man. Now, I don't want to paint, the picture of, my father is this perfect guy, this perfect father, this perfect husband. Hindi naman eh. My father is like everybody else. Meron siyang kahinaan, meron siyang strengths, but, as far as I'm concerned, I've seen in him those qualities that I can only try. I can only try to emulate and be inspired about, kumbaga, ito yung parang naging ano sa akin, guiding light or example of 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 uh, of a man with a strong will to do what needs to be done. And so today I just wanted to share with you three things na talagang para sa akin, no, na talagang na engraved sa aking puso at gusto ko talaga na i-share sa inyo dahil alam ko na makaka-inspire sa ilan sa inyo na nakikinig o nanonood sa akin ngayon. Regardless if you know or you knew or you don't know my father at all. And I would like to use yung simbolo na alam niyo sa mga sundalo ginagamit nila yung code red, yung mga ganyan. So meron akong tatlo na gustong i-share sa inyo. So code 1 would be the importance of freedom. The importance of freedom. Alam niyo, ang tatay ko, isa ito sa isang example na nakita ko sa buhay ko na, he wanted to do things and live his life in his own terms. I mean, he didn't want to be, alam niyo yun, yung sunod-sunuran. He's not like that. He's not like that. And for him, it was so important that para sa sarili niya, alam niya o nararamdaman niya na I am doing things in my own terms, and I am not being influenced or pushed around by other people's opinion. Napaka-importante niyan kasi madalas ako o tayo, no? We are pushed around because of other people's opinion. A lot of the things that we do na hindi naman natin gustong gawin, ginagawa natin dahil yun yung opinion ng mga tao na parang gusto nating, alam niyo yun, we want to please people. And we live based on other people's expectations. My father wasn't like that. And for me, yung example niya na yun is so vivid. It's just, alam niyo yun, yung pag naiisip ko ang tatay ko, yun yung naiisip ko talaga na he was in control of his decisions. Now, again, I'm let me clarify. Again, hindi perfecto ang tatay ko. No, some of his decisions were not good in the long run, but for him, it was so important that, alamin mo that at the end of the day, you've done things on your own terms. And I love that. I really love that. And regardless of whether people will like or approve or papalakbakan ka ng tao, hindi yun importante sa kanya. Kung ano yung nasa isip niyang tamang gawin at kailangan magawa, gagawin niya yan. So I think that's very, very profound na lesson na kailangan para sa akin matutunan ko, and maybe ikaw din. Pangalawa, code 2 would be the importance of tough love. Yes, tatay ko, as you probably have heard me shared before, he is a military guy. He was a military man sa armed forces of the Philippines, and he was an officer. He was not just a father, he was a military father. And masasabi ko na talagang siya, stricto. And when it comes to tough love, he knew how to give it. Now I'm just reminded of, the many times na pinagpagalitan niya ako, yung pinagbabawalan niya akong lumabas dahil hindi tama yung oras or yung barka-barkada and all of these things na at that particular time it wasn't enjoyable for me. Nakakainis nga eh, no? Growing up, I remember, being upset, being angry at my father because parang nakakasakal, no? Nakakasakal. But looking back now, as I am a 40-something man, looking back, no, masasabi ko talaga na I am grateful. I am really grateful dahil naging stricto siya. Dahil maraming pwedeng mangyari sa buhay ko na kung hindi siya naging stricto, I believe that hindi ko maaabot kung ano yung naabot ko ngayon. I would not be the man I am today. And that is thanks to him, thanks to his very strong persona and yung disiplina, napaka-importante niyan, disiplina. I know that maraming pagkakataon ayaw natin iparamdam yan sa mga anak natin. We are afraid to give tough love, especially for modern parents na ayaw natin pinapagalitan yung mga anak. When it comes to spanking, yung mamamalo, no, magkakaiba tayo ng opinion. But we need tough love. Now, I'm not telling paluin mo yung anak mo or I'm not trying to tell you how you should relate to your kids, but we all need tough love. We all need tough love. Now, paano mo yan i-interpret? You need to do your own soul searching. But for me, from my experience, pinalo ako ng tatay ko. Of course, it's not enjoyable, but I have to say that it helped me. It helped me save some siguro some miserable years kung hindi siya naging ganong stricto. But at the same time, now that I'm sharing about him being a strict father, he is a I also need to say na he is a gentle father. I remember, kasi kung ikukumpara ko ang nanay ko at sa tatay ko, mas matindi ang nanay ko. When it comes to tough love, ang nanay ko talagang grabe yan. Grabing mamalo yan, lalo na nung ako ay lumalaki. I was a troubled kid and really I was doing so much talagang kalokohan, grabe. And my mother is someone na talagang matinding magalit. Incredible Hulk yan, talaga. And I remember that time na gumawa ako ng kalokohan, no? And my mom was so angry. Talagang lahat ng makukuha niya, mahahawakan niya, pinalo niya sa akin. No? Lahat talaga, payong, tsinelas, lahat ng makita niya. She was so mad. And then my father was also angry. But then she saw yung nanay ko na talagang nag-Incredible Hulk na pinigil niya ang nanay ko. Sabi niya, wag sa mukha. Because my mother was ready to knock me out. Ganong katindi. But my father, even in his, being yung tough and being a disciplinary father, he's a gentle, loving father, and I still cherish that. Yung time na yon, kahit natatawa ako pag naaalala ko. And one time, I remember, again, I did something crazy sa school, no? And my teacher, or yung principal, tumawag sa kanya. And then sinabi sa akin ng daddy ko, kinausap din ako sa telepono, sabi niya, sige, pag uwi ko, Alam ko yung nangyari sa school. Sabi niya, tumawag sa akin yung principal mo. Pag uwi ko, humanda ka. Alam ko na yun eh. Alam ko na yung ibig sabihin niya na papaluin niya ako pagdating niya. And I did something absolutely nuts, dahil sabi niya sa akin, maghanda ako. So naghanda talaga ako. Nilagyan ko ng tuwalya yung puwit ko. I still remember that day. And I was ready. I was ready na pagdating niya, alam ko na napapaluin niya ako. So pagkita niya sa akin, sabi niya, dapa. And then pagdapa ko nakita niya, maumbok yung puwit ko. And of course, nung nakita niya yun, he laughed. He laughed and he ended up not spanking me that day because he saw yung pagka smart. But also, I saw the gentle side of him. And, tough love doesn't have to be, violent. And hindi naman yun eh. But be that kind of a parent who, alam mo na merong limit. Meron kang hindi pwedeng, alam mo yun, lagpasan dahil makakasama sa'yo yan. And kids need that limit. Lalo na ngayong panahon na to. And so there, tough love, the importance of tough love. Sobrang naalala ko yan. And maybe you're listening to me and you're a parent. You can learn from that. So, ayan. The last one, code 3, is the importance of saving. Ayan. Now, I'm a person, I'm a communicator, and I am a communicator in terms of gusto ko talagang matulungan yung mga OFW, gusto ko matulungan yung mga Pilipino, and I talk a lot about financial literacy and savings. Alam nyo yung pagdating sa savings, kung ano man yung talagang naka-engrave na sa pagkatao ko, pagdating sa savings, nanggaling yan sa tatay ko. And I need to tell you this, my father was someone who lived a very difficult childhood. Mahirap lang sila, mga magsasaka sila. At naulila siya sa ina ng maaga. He was just 7 years old at that time. And so siya at yung mga kapatid niya, they had to take care of each other. Dahil yung lolo ko noon, of course, syempre busy siya sa pagsasaka. So they had to really work hard together and live a very difficult life, and money was not easy. And so for him, talagang naano yung pag-iipon. And naano sa akin yun, naipasa niya sa akin. Pagdating sa pag-iipon, yung importansya ng pag-iipon, laging niyang pinapaalala sa akin yan. Yung sinasabi niya na rainy days will come. It will come. Make no mistake about it. Darating ang rainy days. And it comes in many forms. Mawalan ka ng trabaho, magkasakit, kailangan paggamot si ganito, kailangan pa-operahan si ganyan, nasira yung heater, nasira yung sasakyan. It will come. You will need money at some point. Kailangan mo yan. Talagang nagmarka sa akin yan na talagang, alam mo yun, yung darating at darating eh. And that's why I want to encourage people, na wag mong maliitin yung savings, yung emergency fund, because it is so crucial. Now, I want to remind you this. Ang pera, hindi yan ang pinaka-importanting bagay sa buhay natin. Hindi talaga. It's really not. But, I want you to listen carefully. Naaapektuhan ng pera ang lahat ng importanteng bagay sa buhay natin. Tandaan nyo yan. Tandaan nyo yan. I will never stop reminding people about this. I know a lot of people are not so comfortable when it comes to topics about money, but we need it. We just need it. And, my father knew At ano siya, alam niyo yun, yung he was constantly thinking of the future na kakailanganin niya yan eh. And alam niyo, nagtrabaho siya sa Belgium as an OFW for many, many years. And unfortunately, hindi siya yung sinuwerte na nagkaroon ng pension o na-declare as a worker sa gobyerno. So nagkaroon siya ng alam niyo yung pension plan. Walang ganun ang tatay ko. So he had to really take charge of his future. Kaya yun yung isa yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung being able to, do things on your own terms. Talagang napakaano sa kanya yun na hindi siya nag-isip, no, kawawa naman ako. No, hindi. Eto yung sitwasyon ko, hindi ako deklarado, wala akong pensyon in the future, I have to do something about it. And he did. And for me, yung idea of savings, it's so important. It's really, really, really important. And if you're listening to me right now, and and wala kang balak mag-ipon, I'm telling you, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you will remember this video na nadinig mo ito, na magkakaroon ng rainy days sa buhay mo. You will regret it for not taking charge right now. You need to take charge. And, this is more than just an encouragement. I am really urging you, save, invest, have that sense of urgency pagdating sa pagmamanage ng finance mo in a more responsible way. Again, it is not a message that says pera na lang ang isipin mo. Hindi yon. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we need it. We need to be responsible about it. And rainy days will come. It will come. So, yan ang gusto kong sabihin sa inyo. Sa lahat-lahat ng mga natutunan ko sa tatay ko, ito yung mga bagay na masasabi ko na na parang makakarelate ang lahat dahil lahat tayo kailangan natin ng pera, and we really have to be serious about this, lalo na kung ikaw ay OFW. I know a lot of people na ang tagal-tagal na sa abroad pero wala pa rin napupundar. Tumanda na sa kapa part-time, tumanda na sa kakakayod, pero parang wala pa rin. Walang seguridad ang kanilang kinabukasan. Yung mga padala nila sa Pilipinas, winaldas lang ng kanilang mga kamag-anak dahil wala ring disiplina. It's time to take charge. It's time to change that mindset. So there, I don't want to take too much of your time, and I know you still have many things to do, but I really want to thank you. I really want to thank you for watching, and for those of you who are subscribing and you're supporting the channel. Maraming salamat. I really appreciate that. And if you're new to this channel, let me encourage you, subscribe. This is a fun channel. Marami kayo ditong matututunan about personal development, finance, and even spirituality. I love talking about that. And it's just a way for me to give value to other people. And I love doing it. I just love doing it. And sana sa bawat video na napapanood nyo ay yun ang aking nagagawa, adding value to your life. So there you have it. Click that subscribe button. Just click it. And click the like, the bell. Don't forget the bell so that you get notified each time I upload new videos. Ano pa ba? Comment on the comment section, and let me know what you think. Maybe you have some topics in your mind na gusto nyong pag-usapan natin habang ako'y nagkakape. And so there, I'd love to add value to you through this channel. So once again, thank you so much. This is Jon Idago for Limitless Personal Development. I will see you again in the next video.